be ashamed of trying. Effortlessness is a myth.
Hi, thank you for joining us today and sharing a bit about your experience studying at IELTS Fighter. My name is Ming. I'm a teacher at IELTS Fighter. And before we start, could you please introduce yourself a little bit?
Hi, my name is Phú Lương. I'm currently a student in 11th grade in a high school in Quảng Ninh province. So in the 8th August of 2023, I took my first IELTS exam and scored 7.5. Here it is.
Oh, congratulations.
With 8.5 reading, 7.5 in listening, 7.5 in writing, and 7.0 in speaking.
Wow, congratulations on 7.5. That's a really high score. Is that what you aimed at the beginning? Because I can see that all four of your IELTS skills are consistently above 7.0, which is really impressive, isn't it?
Yeah, thank you. Honestly, on the first place, when I got my first initial exposure to IELTS, I always set the bar low in terms of my expectation and my English proficiency. Actually, up to my test day, I just keep trying and studying and thriving and doing my best on my test day because I was kind of scared of forewarned is forearmed. So yeah, everything I just keep it naturally.
Yeah, I think by setting not too high of an expectation, you don't put too much pressure on yourself, right? And I think that kind of benefited you in the testing process. So I would like to ask you a little bit about your experience studying at IELTS Fighter, especially as an online student, right? So why did you choose to take an online course instead of an offline one?
So speaking first of my experience in IELTS Fighter, actually my experience in IELTS Fighter is pretty great. From the teachers, from the study environment, and the customer service is pretty great. And the reason why I choose IELTS Fighter to study IELTS online is due to my personal reasons and due to time constraints and geographical limitations. So yeah, my mom and my older brother decided to sign me up an online course in IELTS Fighter. In the course time of 8 p.m. to 10 p.m. so that I can physically study IELTS without interrupting my schedules during school time.
Oh, that's really convenient. I'm really glad that that's the best choice for you at the time. And so can you provide a brief review of the time that you spent studying online at IELTS Fighter? So it would be in regards to the teachers and quality of teaching as well.
So basically, I have studied with IELTS Fighter through 5 courses, from pre-foundation to the IELTS exam preparation course. And I have to say that IELTS Fighter is a really great English center for both IELTS beginners and those who have had already a certain extent of English proficiency, because IELTS Fighter provide its learner with an abundance of well-qualified teacher, with enthusiastic with their work and supportive with the students. They always willing to respond to my question on and off the course. And of course, their English proficiency and their pedagogical skills is always guaranteed and pretty good. Furthermore, the customer service is really instant, and I mean, like, they respond to my question in a really harmonious attitude. So some complex procedures like paying fees or the like is not a big deal for me.
Wow. So that's basically a lot of components that went into your satisfaction with IELTS Fighter. I do agree with the customer service. It's extremely swift, and obviously, speaking from a teacher point of view, we want nothing but the best for our students. And I do agree with your point when you said there's an IELTS Fighter offers an extensive choice of courses that's for beginners to more advanced level. So I'm really glad that you got through all of that, because that surely was a long journey as well, right? So during the time studying online at IELTS Fighter, which of your skills did you see the most progress in, and how did your teachers help you with these skills?
The skills that I found most progress is probably writing. And I'm here as an occasion to give a shout out to Mr. Bùi Thành Long, who taught me in class A. Basically, before the course, I used to be a guy writing stuff like a child who want to write things in a free and uncontrolled way. And after the course, with an instruction of Mr. Long, he gave me a number of practical and useful structure and how can I arrange and express my opinion in my essay, as well as how to collect the idea quickly for almost every topic. And after that, I not only apply the knowledge to IELTS, I also apply it to other competition, like provincial competition for high school, the gifted students. And yeah, like fortunately, last year in the grade 10, I have prized the consultant's prize in a competition.
Wow, congratulations. That's really great. Well, I'm really glad that's the skill that you've progressed the most, because it seems to be a common theme for Vietnamese students to struggle with writing. I know from personal experience that's something that I struggled with when I started learning IELTS as well. But I'm really glad that you found the right, correct way to improve with the skill with your teacher as well. And I'm sure he's really, really proud of you. And honestly, you should be proud of yourself as well, because you started from, like you said, like writing in a free and uncontrolled way, right? So I feel like we all have to start somewhere, and having the right guidance and the right instructions really helps. And I'm really glad that that you've really excelled in this skill. So after obtaining an IELTS certificate, did anything change in your life, especially during your academic journey?
Basically, I just have getting more and more attention from my friends and their parents. Yeah, and like however, it's paradoxically make me kind of uncomfortable, because I just am so scared that the inflating compliments gonna make me engender and for illusions of my own proficiency. But I still glad they recognize it.
Well, I don't think it really say that it gives a false illusion about your proficiency, because the IELTS exam is very thoroughly examined. So don't doubt yourself. Please don't doubt yourself. I think you should be proud of yourself, because it really is a high score, and you've accumulated that with so much hard work and and practicing as well. So don't give yourself that doubt, and you really should be proud of yourself. Do you have any messages or anything that you would like to say to all the students that are studying IELTS that are on the same journey as you were on?
Well, personally, I have always been cultivated by the mindset of Taylor Swift. So this is such a great opportunity to cite one of her quotes in her commencement speech in New York University in 2022, which is never be ashamed of trying. Effortlessness is a myth. And I just want to tell you guys that be experimental in finding your own learning strategy, and sometimes you need to be kind with yourself. Failure is the requirement for a success.
Wow, that's so deep, and I I couldn't agree more. I really couldn't agree more. I think we all have to start somewhere. We all have to start from zero, right? And the only way that you will learn is by trying and keep trying and failing. And you need to learn from your mistakes as well. And ultimately, everyone will fail at some point. The only thing that's important is you can't give up and that you have to keep trying. And I'm so glad that you got to that stage and that goal that you set for yourself. And I'm sure in the future, when you keep practicing and using English, you'll get an even higher score than this. I have no doubt. Thank you so much for joining us today. And thank you for sharing all of your really wonderful experience. And thank you for talking to me and letting me, get to know you a little bit. Have a really nice day, and I hope to see you soon.
Goodbye.